Hi, welcome back to WWC channel. Here I would like to bring to you fractions part 2. So boys and girls, if you still remember in part 1, we were talking about how do we divide a line into 1 over 3. Now I would like to bring the idea of how ancient people thought. Actually, ancient people were very smart because they knew how to use two kinds of tools to do so. The first one is called compasses. In Chinese, it's called Yunkuai. What is mean of Yunkuai? Now, I would like to use Geogebra to let you see clearly how did they do so. The compasses actually is a tool that you can draw a circle. Given a fixed point, then you draw with a suitable distance, then you can draw a circular shape. Actually, it is a tool to draw a circle. Besides compasses, they knew how to use straightedge. So what do you mean of straightedge? Straightedge is actually a tool that you draw a straight line between 2 points, like this. So you may ask, oh Mr. Wong, is this the same as ruler? Actually, they have some difference because ruler have measures that you can draw the suitable length of the line. But for straightedge, actually you can just join a straight line between 2 points. That means that we don't know actually how long is the line. So these two tools are very useful for us to do our problem, which is to define a string in order to get 1 over 3. So let's take a look to see how can we do. Now, I try to use the line segment AB to represent the string. Our task is to divide this line segment AB into 3 equal parts in order to get 1 over 3. So please remember, we don't have ruler. That means that we cannot measure the length of AB and then you take the suitable length in order to get 1 over 3. So how can we do it? The idea is actually that we can think reversely. If we cannot divide it into 3 parts, why don't we first of all duplicate this line segment into 3 more others? Or simply we say you duplicate 2 more here in order to get 3 times of its original length. So how can we do it? In order to duplicate, I would like to duplicate this line onto another line first. What does it mean? First of all, now I draw a line which is from A to the other. So please remember, I'm drawing a line, not a line segment. That means that the line can be indefinitely long. Then now I use a compasses to draw a circle centered at A to B. Then you can easily see that the circle would pass through the line at the point here. So if I mark this point here, so you can surely to know that this point here would be, for example, we say E, AE and AB share the same length because actually they are the radii of the circle. Now, if we try to duplicate more circles on this line, which is like this. For example, now this time I center at this point, go back to A. Then you can see that now I can create another point here. For example, here. Then we can try to continue this process to make it like this. Then you can see that now I make 1 more point here, which is this one. Then you should expect that from A to this gray point and also this gray point to this gray point, these 3 parts of the lines should have the same length as AB because these 3 circles are actually identical in radii. So now we actually duplicate the lines 3 times and you make 3 times of the length. If I say this point, for example, we say this point is I, then you can see AI should have 3 times of length of AB. In order to make you see clearly, now I will try to hide some objects. For example, the original circle, I just want to hide it. And this one also, I hide it. This one also, I hide it. and also this point I hide it. Then you can easily see it now. For this one, you have 1, 2, 3 pieces, and these 3 pieces is just like the same length as AB. Now, if I think about to join a line segment from this one to here, then you can easily see that this line segment actually is something like this. Now, I will try to make a very important concept, is that we will try to make a parallel from each of the gray point towards the line AB. How do we do it? So actually, we have to use the parallel tool from Geogebra. But we may ask, oh, Mr. Wong, parallel tool can we draw just only using compass or straight edge? Actually, we can. But for simplicity, I skip this step, and I just use the parallel line tool from Geogebra. But actually, you can also use compasses and straight edge to construct parallel lines. But anyway, so the idea is just we copy the parallel lines from here to here. Then you can see that now you form a line. And also for this one, you can also form the parallel line like this. If I take this one. Now I just try to, again, to hide some objects in order to let you see clearly what is going on. Which is like this. Then you can easily see at this time, now you have construct some parallel lines here, which is parallel to the I to B. And also you can see these two parallel lines would make some intersection points between AB and the lines themselves, which are this one and this one. So actually, by similar triangles property, these 2 points are actually equally distributed. Or we just say A to this point J, J to this point K, and K to this point B are actually in the same length. That means that actually we finished the task, because we just defined the line segment AB into 3 equal parts. Or in other words, if I say AB is 1, then for example we say this point J, then AJ should have the length of 1 over 3. That means that we completed the process by making 1 over 3 illustrated on the string. Now I would like to show you what we have done. Once again, please remember that we like to divide the line into 3 equal parts to get 1 over 3. Now the line segment is AB. So first of all, we construct a line. A line from A to somewhere else, for example like here. Then the next is that we use compasses to draw a circle. Center at A to B to have a point here. And do remember the point I want to have actually is the intersection point between the line and the circle. Then the next is that we repeat the process. First of all, I hide this point, and we repeat by drawing the circles from the new point back to A in order to get new points here. So the idea of getting this one is that I would like to construct some identical circles here. Then the last is that we construct again from the second new point to the first new point. Then you would get the third points here. So actually the third point would be our points that we want, because we just copy the AB 3 times. 1, 2, 3 here. So now for example, I label this point as I. Then also I will try to hide some circles to let you see clearly. For example, I hide this one, hide this one, hide this one, and also original this one. Then you can see these 3 points would be here. Then the next is that we draw a line from I to B to make it becomes line IB. And also we use the parallel line tools that you can replace it by using compasses and straight edge to make what we want, which is to make a parallel line from the 2 new points here, comparing with the line AB. They have 1 and 2 like this. Then you can easily see that after you have drawn the 2 lines, we have some new points, which are the lines making with line segment AB. For example, this one and this. Then we will say that actually the line segment has been cut into 3 equal parts like this. So if you don't believe it, now we try to make it more clear to let you see. For example, this time I just hide the two parallel lines and we just focus on this, okay, this line segment. Then now we try to measure the lengths. For example, here I measure the length of AB first. Then you can see it. Now we have AB is 6.37. Now, for example, this time I measure the 103, which is this one. Then you can see that this line that we have said is 103 is about 2.12. And actually this one exactly should be the 1/3 of AB. So this is what we want.
Hi, hope you enjoyed today's lesson. In order to verify whether you have understood what I've said, I would now like to ask you some questions. If you can answer all the questions correctly, surely I will give you a pen coupon and also give you other prizes. Can you take the challenge? So if you can, so let's take a look on the screen. I would like you to use Geogebra to construct the following. So first of all, I would like you to see whether you can construct 104 on the line segment AB. Then you can make a new line segment to join the 205 to see whether you can also draw the 205 also. The last one would be the most challenging one. If I have two fractions, just like the question 1 and 2, 104 and 205, how can we express the sum of these two fractions on the same line segment AB? So please remember the last question is you have to use the same line segment to represent 104 plus 205. So try to think about these three questions and answer me anytime after the lessons, or you can just find me during the recess or lunch. If you can answer me, I will surely give you the pen coupon and the prize. So boys and girls, actually I'm waiting for you. And these three duckies are also waiting for you. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson and hope you enjoy my channel. See you soon. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye.